Verydarkman versus Nedu, Wazobia, and Deeone. Hello everyone, you're welcome once again to the program Cooking Story, and I'm your regular host. My name is The Smart Chef. In case you're wondering, I'm a professional chef actually. So here we talk about, trending issues on social media space while we are cooking. As you know, I'll be preparing you a delicious meal and we gist while we're preparing the meal. I think it makes it very spicy. So today, our topic, like I said, will be, trending issue between Verydarkman, Nedu, Wazobia, and Deeone. What are the facts of the stories and the genesis of the whole story? All of this we'll be talking about and where the story is actually heading. So what is the genesis of the story? It all started when this video trended. Watch.
In the two men, you don't know. Say VDM, they do man, you don't know. When 20 million, when you withdrew 20 million for that account, use and deposit for Range Rover, I could look and say, this person told us to monitor. I first check online, I take 20 million, nobody talk about it. Maybe nobody, people are busy. Me, I don't get work like that.
So you see, Deeone, a guy named Deeone, a comedian actually, who has been antagonizing Verydarkman, went on this podcast, the Honest Bunch podcast, to talk negatively about the personality of Verydarkman. He accused Verydarkman, as you watched in the video, that he's into men, and he also accused Verydarkman of fraudulent activities in relations to his NGO, that he is collecting money from his NGO unknown to his followers. But these allegations have not been proven to the public by Deeone. So they remain mere allegations until he proves them otherwise. So as he went on that podcast, people expected that as the video trended, Verydarkman will respond to these two major allegations, him allegedly being into men and also embezzling money from his NGO accounts unknown to his fans. So he decided, rather than attack the accuser who went on the podcast, the Honest Bunch podcast, he decided to direct his attack directly against the host, Nedu Wazobia, on the Honest Bunch podcast, and the Glitch Africa and the Honest Bunch podcast itself. The Glitch Africa is actually the owner of Honest Bunch podcast. So Verydarkman actually directed his attack against Nedu Wazobia, and this was the initial video of his attack against Nedu Wazobia. Watch it.
Now, people say Nedu no talk anything. Nedu no talk anything. Now, let me show you.
So, are you trying to say that him saying he has slept over 700 women now because of, say, he won't deflect people from he thinking he's sleeping with men to think sleeping with women?
Nedu no talk anything. You hear him? Are you trying to say the person no say? Now you think Nedu is innocent? No. He sets the question. This is what he does, right? He says, okay, yes, he needs something to spark up, need to get more views. Then even though he knows what the person they talk, not lie. He go carry the person come because of views. He no care. He no care. He go use anybody do collateral damage. So Mona remove her hand. Now this person now where they talk. This person don't come allege a lot of things. Verydarkman stole NGO funds. Verydarkman do this. Verydarkman do that. I have proof, but the person no ever post proof. I have proof. I'm going to post it today. The person no ever post proof. That's why I know even.
So you see, that was how it all started. And since then, Verydarkman, as we expect of him, has not stopped. Because he wants to see Nedu goes down for bringing someone to his podcast to defame him. Because he believes that Nedu he did that interview for what he calls clickbait. Clickbait, trying to, use his name as a popular figure, Verydarkman, to gather, money from YouTube, get money from YouTube and all of that. So he thought that instead of him to respond directly to someone who came on the podcast, he would rather attack someone who has something to lose and also attack the brand who has more to lose, which is the Honest Bunch podcast and Glitch Africa. So Nedu Wazobia has been suffering a lot of attacks from Verydarkman, because Verydarkman has been releasing a series of evidences against him, and on the side of Deeone is also, attacking in his own way attacking Verydarkman in his own way. Like, he went on after the podcast, he also went on a popular radio station and he said this.
Many people, they say, you don't take what we say, you don't hit this guy, they hit the guy, they answer you. They say, oh, you are doing it for cloud chasing, And even up till date, as when you speak, he never even agree, follow you talk or mention your name, answer you.
Yes.
Do you feel like is it a disrespect to you, or you just feel say to answer you is irrelevant?
Maoga, it better like that. Anything where man when they sleep with man may no promote me, may no talk about me. If he try, I go sue him. Make you no talk about me. I just want him to be a better person. Stop criticizing people. When you get your own thing, they bring people down. Why Nedu now? They don't sack him for me job. The boy they happy. Is that somebody that fights for the people? Now wicked person be that. Now wickedness. That is my message to people. I said it on that. I say this boy they bring people down. Nedu they say no, don't say that. Today don't try bring the Nedu down. But God will lift them up. Now if that boy now the person where God want use take an.
After this, he also went on a popular TV, national TV channel in Nigeria called TVC to also say this. Watch.
VDM for quite a long time, yet it's refusing to address you on the matter. Is this afraid of you or something? Why do you think he doesn't want to talk to you?
Okay, can I be honest?
Yeah.
We're on national TV. Thank you for the honor and privilege to be here. I actually want to say the truth. I was the one who set a trap for Verydarkman.
Okay.
Using Nedu. You see, this whole thing you are looking at, on social media was planned.
Okay. Planned by who? You?
Planned, yeah. I planned it alone. That's but Nedu did not know. I used Nedu to get Verydarkman. Because I know that if I was saying it on TikTok, on Instagram, they will say, oh, this guy is looking for money from this platform.
Media.
So I needed a platform where I will be able to test, because for 18 months, I've been...
So you see, why Deeone is attacking Verydarkman? Verydarkman has refused to, directly respond to Deeone. Rather, he will, attack Nedu Wazobia, and it has never stopped since it started. So, like I said, Nedu Wazobia is suffering a lot of attacks from Verydarkman, and it has kept on going and going and going. And the most recent of them all, and the most grievous of them all, happened some days back, where Verydarkman laid out, or rather came out with evidence on his page that Nedu Wazobia defrauded an NGO from the UK who contacted him, some time ago to strike a deal on how Nedu Wazobia can help their organization to be known, because they actually, offer scholarship to students from Nigeria to study in the UK and all of that. So they had an agreement of, how much would be needed to organize some shows where people will come and donate funds, and they agreed on 85 million naira, and according to them they paid 65 million naira to Nedu Wazobia, and Nedu Wazobia on his own part did not meet up with the expectations of the agreement on his own part. So he derailed on the his expectations. So they are claiming that Nedu Wazobia embezzled the 65 million and didn't do as they agreed, according to what they say. And a video was also released from the part of the the Metropolitan Business School and Management in the UK. They released a video to further accuse Nedu Wazobia of fraud. And here is the video.
MSBM is compelled to address the severe mismanagement, dishonesty, and contractual breaches by the Nedu Scholarship Foundation, which resulted in gross misallocation of funds and failure to deliver on agreed charitable initiatives. Despite false claims that we have not pursued legal recourse, MSBM has been actively pursuing this matter through official legal channels. Nedu and his manager Sarah have been summoned by the Nigerian police multiple times regarding this case. As is often with financial fraud investigations, these proceedings take time, but we remain committed to ensuring full accountability. MSBM has been a long-standing supporter of educational access and scholarships working with reputable organizations such as Lead for Good Africa in Nigeria, which has successfully raised over £40,000, granting scholarships to over 20 students.
This video was actually posted on Verydarkman's page, and it was shared all across the social media space, all over the internet. Everybody watched it, I believe. And these are grievous allegations against Nedu Wazobia. The Metropolitan School of Business and Management is accusing Nedu Wazobia of fraud, which is very, very grievous allegations and serious. And Nedu Wazobia on his part is saying that this issue has been investigated before by the Nigerian police, and they find nothing incriminating on him or against him. But Verydarkman is saying otherwise, that Nedu Wazobia has to refund the full 65 million back to the people, or he will keep dragging him until he refunds the people their money. So we don't know where this is heading, but Verydarkman has proven not to stop. Why Deeone is also on his own side attacking Verydarkman. Verydarkman on his own side is attacking Nedu Wazobia. He successfully, brought down, like it seems online. It's as if the Honest Bunch podcast, did not put out any video on Monday, and that's as a result of the attacks from Verydarkman. I believe nobody will want to go on that show as a guest for now. It's as if Verydarkman is tarnishing the image of the Honest Bunch podcast with the facts that is releasing on his page on a daily. So the Honest Bunch podcast that hails every Monday, they release every video every Monday on YouTube. This week we did not see any video on that channel on YouTube, and that's as a result of what is going on between them and Verydarkman. So now the current fact of the story is that Verydarkman keeps on attacking Nedu Wazobia, while Deeone, the comedian, is also attacking Verydarkman. But Verydarkman has refused to respond to him. As Nedu Wazobia is trying to defend himself, Verydarkman is attacking him the more. Nedu Wazobia actually released a video where he was saying in a conference, defending himself, that he's innocent of all the allegations, and here's the video.
I'm not in hospital. I'm hale and hearty. I don't know where that came from, but anyway, that's good. I'm going to go straight into the conversation without mincing words. On me, I am Chief Emmanuel, and everybody knows me as Nedu Wazobia. I'm on a personality. I'm a TV host and a radio host, and the one that is causing problem is the Honest Bunch. I host a podcast called The Honest Bunch. Now, on The Honest Bunch, when a guest comes on The Honest Bunch, as we do in our fashion at The Honest Bunch, is to make the guests feel very, very comfortable. We make guests feel very comfortable before.
So that was the video. So Nedu Wazobia used this video, organized a press conference where he was trying to defend himself that the allegations against him from the Metropolitan School of Business and Management in the UK of fraud are untrue. So he used that press conference to, to enlighten the public on his own part that the allegations are fraud. But Verydarkman keeps saying that you need to provide this evidence. Like you people talked about billboards, talked about influencers, and you are yet to produce any receipt of this, these expenditures you made on the program that was supposed to, be organized by you. So, and Nedu Wazobia on his part is, saying that he did not defraud anybody. And there were also grievous allegations from Verydarkman against Nedu Wazobia, where he also said that, he had a, sexual contact with some ladies before he put them on his kids and all of that. And there was a particular girl that was actually mentioned, and Verydarkman has finally made peace with that girl and also apologized to her for mentioning her name. This is the girl, Jojo of Lily, actually. So you see, the issue is still unfolding, and we just hope that, it will be resolved soon, because the way this is going, it seems that Nedu has a lot to lose, because you can't be fighting somebody who, in my own opinion, you can't be fighting somebody who obviously has nothing to lose. Because like he always says, Verydarkman will always say, if you come for me, you're the victim. If I come for you, you're still the victim. Because before it comes for you, he will make sure he has enough evidence to rope you. You know, just like a snake, when a snake is trying to devour somebody or an animal, it will first of all, you know, make sure that that animal loses all the strength before we now finally come to the head and devour the person or the animal. So this is what Verydarkman is doing to Nedu indirectly. You know, he's trying to make sure that, you know, Nedu Wazobia's career goes to the ground. And Nedu has to be really careful, because Verydarkman is somebody you can only fight against with facts. You know, if you can't present facts, I believe fighting against Verydarkman will be difficult. And this is one power he has always used against all his victims or all his opponents, I would say. So the news is still unfolding, and we don't know where it's heading. But currently, what is going on now on this particular issue is that Verydarkman, Nedu Wazobia, actually, I don't know how people advised him or who advised him. He was, you know, he sent a lawsuit to Verydarkman recently, and this is Verydarkman talking about the lawsuit. Watch the video.
Team of Nedu, they don't send me letter. So it be like, say, we go soon go court. Now, let me read the letter. So I got this message by 12 minutes after 11 that the message says, I am the legal representation of Mr. Nedu and Talking Drums. This is a pre-action notice for the defamatory statements Martin Vincent Ote, popularly known as VDM, has made against them. So as you can see, this is the letter. It says pre-action notice on your defamatory publication against Chinedu Annie Emmanuel, popularly known as Nedu. So the thing along this. So basically, we go soon go court. Now I won't play one voice note. Before I play the voice note, I might just quickly say something about this thing. So the only defense to the allegation that you people defrauded an NGO in the UK is for you to come and send me letter, make I keep quiet for defamation. That's your defense. So they said they gave you people 60 million, which I posted the receipt. You people promised to do billboard, promised to give different artists, which they are evidence. I don't post the voice note.
So that is the video of Verydarkman, as you saw, talking about the lawsuit, and he now fired back by releasing more evidence, and audio evidence actually, that is more grievous, you know, more incriminating against Nedu Wazobia. In this voice note that you are about to listen to, you know, I'll play a bit of it, but you can listen to the full voice note on Verydarkman's page. Verydarkman released a voice note, and I'll play it for you. This is the voice note.
You will learn. Now, let me now play the voice note. It's Nedu the Christ too. Oh boy, Nedu, I never knew this part about you. I bet you know be only my ear go hear am. Oh yeah, mona come here. My people, neighbors, so quick neighbors, come here.
And also, I'm also thinking, this is between me and you though. This Abuja own, if you ask me, I think we should just leave this Abuja own, do Lagos, and then come straight and do London. Then start thinking of other cities where we'll get Nigerians. I believe if we do in South Africa next, apart from London, it will give us a lot of money, because I have a lot of Yahoo boys and drug guys that are waiting for me to come to South Africa, and even Turkey and even Morocco. They can die for me to come there. So those are the places that we need to get monies that we need.
So you see, in this voice note you just listened to, Verydarkman is using it now to accuse Nedu Wazobia. You could clearly hear a voice that's allegedly that of Nedu Wazobia's, that Nedu Wazobia is sent that voice note to somebody who is anonymous to us now. He sent that voice note to somebody talking about this program they is about to do in Abuja, that they should forget about the program and focus on, you know, the one outside Nigeria, that these are the one that will give them money. And he said in that voice note, allegedly, that he has drug dealer friends who are based in South Africa, Morocco, and Turkey, and this, so that he was trying to say that they should push the fundraising for the NGO towards outside Nigeria. So these are the places that they will get money from, that he has friends that deal on drugs that lives in those countries. So that is what we could tell from or hear from that voice note. So this is very grievous, and it has gone around the internet, worldwide, everybody listening to it. And Nedu Wazobia released this post on his story, I think yesterday, to defend against the allegations that he is not the one on that voice note. This is the post. So you see, he released this post to defend himself against the allegation that he is not the one on that voice note. And as he did that, Verydarkman now started again yesterday. He released a video against Nedu again that he is going, apart from submitting petition to the Nigeria police in Abuja for Nedu Wazobia to be investigated, he is also taking same petition to all the embassies that Nedu Wazobia had mentioned in that voice note, talking about the Moroccan embassy in Abuja, the Turkish embassy and the South African embassy. He went to the 3 embassies yesterday, and this is the video evidence.
South African embassy. In here is a flash drive and also some petition that they should look into a case of drug dealing and frauding in South Africa by a Nigerian and his friends, called Nedu Wazobia. Yes. So please come with me. Don't rush it. Just come slowly. See, we don't want waiting to spoil Africa name. We are not into drugs in Africa. So maybe this thing is just, just to exercise. No, I'm bound. Like this car is sharp. Where on, sir? Where is, sir? I'm coming, sir. Let me just drop this. 1 minute, sir. So next, we'll go to the Moroccan embassy and the Turkish embassy. Now in talk am no be me so maybe na AI.
From this video, Verydarkman went to those embassies to submit the petitions that Nedu Wazobia should be investigated, that he knows people dealing on fraud or fraud or Yahoo boys with fraud people that they call Yahoo boys, and also people who deal on drugs, that those countries should investigate him. And don't forget, Nedu Wazobia posted a video recently where it seems like he's organizing his own, talk show like the Honest Bunch podcast. Since he resigned, he's trying to open a show like that in South Africa in collaboration with some South Africa people. And this was a video. Watch it.
It's coming.
It's coming.
It's coming.
It's coming.
It's coming.
It's coming.
It is coming.
It's coming.
+2-3 from Zanzibar. It's here.
Get ready.
So you see, this is what he's organizing, and he released it to the public that, okay, I might have left Honest Bunch podcast, but I'm organizing my own show now in South Africa, and it will take off very soon. But unfortunately, I doubt if any brand will want to associate with that show now or sponsor that show with what is currently going on against Nedu Wazobia, because these are really serious allegations. We're talking about fraud dealings, we're talking about criminal dealings and all of that. Talking about all of that is going to be very grievous for Nedu Wazobia, and defending himself is all he needs to be doing now. And the more he's trying to defend himself, the more Verydarkman fuels more attack against him with evidence. So the way I see Verydarkman fighting against him, you can only fight against Verydarkman when you have evidence to present, because if there are no evidence against Verydarkman, he will keep being the winner. This is what we are currently seeing between him and Nedu Wazobia. Nedu Wazobia is trying to defend himself in his own little way, but Verydarkman is bringing out more facts to show that, wait, this was what you did, or this is what you have done. What he's actually saying now is that Nedu Wazobia should refund the people, the Metropolitan Business of School and Management, the 65 million naira that he allegedly defrauded from them. Otherwise, he will keep attacking him. He's trying to say that he doesn't have any personal vendetta anymore against him, but these issues of fraud, he wants Nedu to refund them. And this could be very grievous or very, very bad for Nedu's image in the public. His personality, people know him to be very famous, very outspoken person, and all of this is happening against him. It's quite sad that Nedu is, taking all of these attacks, with evidence actually. So why Deeone keeps on attacking Verydarkman, that he has evidence that Verydarkman is into men, Verydarkman withdrew money from his NGO account to deposit for a Range Rover car and all of that. But all of these allegations from Deeone has not been proven to the public to be true till now. But he keeps saying on different, occasions, interview that he has gone to, that I have evidence that Verydarkman is this, is that, but he has not actually presented any evidence to back his claims. So we are still waiting for him to, substantiate with evidence what he's actually saying against Verydarkman. And of recent, I think yesterday or the day before yesterday, he also released a video that Verydarkman's best friend, Coco P, this guy, is also, involved in some kind of, man-to-man relationship and all of that, but still with no evidence, because he was only holding some paper that he's going to submit in Abuja at the police or thereabout, that, they are into this, they are into that, but there was nothing, actual as evidence that he presented on that video. They only showed a paper that was showing Coco P's face, and that is not evidence. He says that he doesn't want to present evidence to the public, rather he will present them to the appropriate authorities. So we are still waiting for the appropriate authority to take actions against Verydarkman and his friend. Let's see what they have on them. For now, what we know is that they are mere allegations until they are proven to be true, So this is what is going on between Verydarkman, Nedu Wazobia, and of course Deeone. So I don't know where this is heading, but we believe, and I think that, this can go very, very far, and it's going to be very damaging and more destructive against Nedu Wazobia, because I believe in this scenario now, he has more to lose. And because of this whole thing now, you could see that the Honest Bunch podcast did not release, they failed to release a video as usual on Monday, because every Monday they usually post one video where they interview a guest and all of that. But this week, there was no video on the channel. It shows how serious this issue is, how this has gone way down to drag or pull down the Honest Bunch podcast as a brand and the Glitch Africa. Because as all this is going on, I believe no guest will want to be associated with the brand. The same thing that's going to be happening to the South Africa podcast that Nedu is trying to bring out now. His personal podcast, actually, that he just unveiled. People, brands that were, sponsoring him before, they will not want, I doubt if they will want to be associated with him now as sponsors because of what is going on. Because once your image is being tarnished in the public, there's nobody that will want to associate with you. Talk more of, incriminating allegations like fraud and, being, knowing drug dealers in other countries and all of that. So I hope Nedu Wazobia, finds a way, out of all of this. In my own opinion, if Nedu Wazobia knows that he is owing the people the Metropolitan School of Business and Management in the UK, he should just refund them. If he knows in his heart that he's owing them, he should refund them. That's will, go a long way to bring down the attack from Verydarkman. I personally believe it will go a long way to bring down the attack from Verydarkman, because Verydarkman says Nedu Wazobia must refund the money, So we don't know where this is heading, but all I know is that this could be messy and messy. And the person that keeps losing till now is Nedu Wazobia. Deeone, sees it as opportunity. In my own opinion, Deeone sees this whole scenario as an opportunity for him to be more famous, because till now there's no evidence from him, but he keeps attacking Verydarkman, saying to the public, I have evidence, but till now we have not seen any evidence. So we are still waiting for him to prove the public wrong, that he actually has something against, or something incriminating against Verydarkman and his friend Coco P. So let's wait and see how it unfolds. I don't know what are your thoughts about this whole scenario, or this whole saga going on online between Verydarkman, Nedu Wazobia, and the Deeone, of course. So I would like you to drop your thoughts on this issue on my comment section below. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe to all my channels across social media. I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram, I'm on TikTok, and I'm also on YouTube. So you can follow me all across all these social media space with the name The Smart Chef. Once you type The Smart Chef, you'll see me. I'll pop out and you can follow me. Don't forget, we're still about to prepare the breakfast. I would love you to come and join me. Let's eat together. When I'm done, I'll come back and call you. For now, bye and see you in my next video.